crafters, and welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia, and we are very excited about today's card. We are making a unique bridge card, and I say unique because it has a slider with it. It is so cute. Now, I'm going to show you that card, and then stay with us to the end because we have another card to show you. Look at this. You slide it, and there's another message underneath it. Now, this is a very easy card to make. We're going to go through all the steps. So let's head down to the crafting table and let's get started. You will first need to cut your base card. And your base card is 8 by 4 1/4. And I want to tell you right now, we have a PDF tutorial, so you don't have to take the measurements. After this video, click below the video on description, and we will have that link for you. Just a little freebie from us because we appreciate you watching our videos so much. So go ahead and cut this 8 by 4 1/4, and now we're going to make some score lines. So take out your trimmer, and you're going to score at 1 1/4. Make sure that you have this cutting blade out of the way. You don't want to accidentally cut your paper. And then we're going to score at 2 1/2. And we're going to keep moving over. Score at 5 1/2. And now go ahead and extend that arm and score at 6 3/4. Now you have created the base of your bridge card. So let's just go ahead and fold that. Take that inner score line and fold in and then out. Turn it over, fold in and then out. And look, we have the base for our bridge card. And now the other panels that you need to cut. We need to cut the actual bridge. And the bridge is 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. And then we need to have some colored cardstock. These strips are 3/4 by 5 1/2 and 1 1/4 by 5 1/2. And these are the mechanisms that you will use to pull so that you can see your message. Now, we've also cut some panels of DSP, and we have decided to use this beautiful rustic harvest DSP. It is so incredibly pretty. So we actually cut 5 panels, and the first one is going to go in the back, and that one is simply 2 3/4 by 4, and then you're going to need 4 little side panels, and those are 1 by 4 inches. So let's go ahead and get our panels glued down to our bridge card. Look how pretty those panels look. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? Now, this is where they're going to write the sentiment on the back side. So if you have a light colored cardstock, you can leave it. But if it's a dark one, go ahead and cut a back panel so that you can write your sentiment. And that would be 2 3/4 by 4. But we're just going to leave it this crushed curry because it's light enough for you to write a message on it. Now we're just going to put that to the side, and we're going to work with our panels that you actually stamp the sentiment on. And I forgot to get a sentiment. Oh dear. Let's see. The first thing you need to do, let's see. The first thing you need to do is find you a die that is fairly large and that will cut out an area right in the middle. Now, we couldn't find a Stampin' Up! That was large enough, so we just used lawn cuts, and we used these dies to go ahead and just cut our middle out. So we're going to go ahead and just line that up. Tape it so that we have it exactly where we want it, and then we're going to run it through our machine to get that cut out. Okay, so here is our die cut. We went ahead and we just cut out the center part. Make sure you save this because you can use that somewhere else on another card. Now, you need to take this piece of paper. This is actually the one that you will be pulling out. And see, it's going to fit so nicely behind this. Oops, I did that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we are going to cut out just a center part so that you will be able to see our message. And we're just going to place this right on the front part of our bridge, tape it, and run it through the machine to make sure that we get a good cut for this. Okay, and now we're just going to take it apart. We're going to save this for later. And now we have the front part of our bridge cut out that's going to fit right here on the card. Now we're going to take those other pieces that we have . We have our 1 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then we have our smaller one. So this is actually going to fit behind our bridge. But let's go ahead and look at this one. We need to just make a little mark here. We're going to just cut this out by using one of our labels. We're just going to cut a decorative end on it. So let's go ahead and just put that in. And now we have this cute little tip on it. Now what we need to do is go ahead and make sure that we line this up. So you want a little bit of that smaller tab to stick out so we have it exactly where we need it. And you can tell that you want it to go over this end as well. So let's get this lined up. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some repositional tape so that we can keep it in exactly the place that we need it. Because we're going to create a little canal. Because this needs to have a guide to slip in and out. So it's so easy to create. Just take some of your foam strips and line it right on the side of that label. Just so that it creates an area as a guide. So it stays right where it's supposed to stay. We're going to take another strip, just line it on the other side. And now we're just going to place this right here and go all the way to the end. Cut that off with a pair of scissors because you don't want to see it. And now we need a little bit right here. And now I'm going to go ahead and take this repositional tape off the back because you need to be able to stop this from going back any further. So we're just going to close up that. We're going to close that gate right there. Just so it creates a little stop so that it doesn't go too far. And now we are done with this. We can take this off and simply add this to the back of our, let's see. And now that we have this cut exactly right, we're just gonna lay this down, position it right in the center, and make a little mark on the left side because we need to know where to stamp our message. So let's just go ahead and do a little mark. And now we can stamp our message. Wow. We are just going to line this up on our grid paper right here. And we are going to stamp this right in the center. And it says, to someone who makes others happy. And as long as you center it right there, when we move it, it'll be right in the center. So let's go ahead and use Memento. If I can find it. Memento. Is it on your side? Did you use it, Mom?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't see it.
I didn't want to stack it three high. I thought it might fall off.
I see stays on. Oh, those are all too high. Oh, okay. Tap, tap, tap. And we're just going to center this. So now we're going to erase this mark. And this will get put right here. And as you can see it just fine. And now where we're going to, and now what we need to do is line this up right in its little canal. turn it over, and put a little mark right here. And this just acts as a guide for the sentiment that they will see on top. So let's go ahead and stamp that. And we are going to stamp from all of us. Once again, we're going to line this up on our grid mat. We're going to tap, 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 and go ahead and just make sure you don't go over this mark. And now we're going to erase this little mark. And now let's just see what this looks like before we put it down. So we're simply going to slip this in the canal. This will be right here. And when you move it, there we have it. Look how pretty that looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and line this up on the back of our bridge. So take your pick tool and just take off the backing of our foam strips. And now we are going to just get this lined up on the edge and put it down. And there we have it. So we can just slide this in our little canal. And we are ready to add this to the front of our card. Now, the way we're going to add this is we are simply going to add some glue to the back of this bridge. Make sure that you don't add too much, and also right here. Now, we're going to lay this flat on this one, and we're going to just fold this back and lay it flat. And because that's wet adhesive, you have a little bit of wiggle room. Now, and there we have our bridge card. Now all we have to do is decorate it. But look how cute that is. From all of us to someone who makes others happy. So cute. Now, we went ahead and we used Hello Harvest stamp set. We love this stamp set. We're going to stamp a pumpkin, the flowers, and then this one, this will go in the back panel. So let's go ahead and stamp those. And we are going to stamp those with early espresso. Now, I want to remind everyone, take a moment to comment because we are randomly going to select someone to win a gratitude gift from us. We just appreciate you taking time, and we love to read your comments, and we just want to appreciate that by sending you a gratitude gift. So please go ahead and take a moment and let us know how we're doing on this video. Let's go ahead and just stamp that, hold it for good contact. And now we are going to stamp our flowers. So tap, 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 just to load it up with ink. and hold it for good contact. Now, I want to show you how I have colored this beautiful pumpkin. I am taking, and let me get in really close. I am going to take some pumpkin pie, the dark pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use the brush nib because I really like that and it can deliver a lot of ink really fast. And I'm just going to go over the areas that they've outlined for us that should be shaded. So we're just going to line this up, and I'm going to go over all the creases. And this makes it so easy to do the shading. Okay, and now I'm going to bring in the light pumpkin pie. Once again, I'm going to use the brush nib. And I'm just going over that area just to give it some highlight. And that really takes care of the coloring of the pumpkin for you. So it looks so nice, and it really was very easy to do. Now look at that. You have your highlighting right where you need it to be, and you are done with the pumpkin. Okay, so the next one, we went ahead and we colored these flowers already using Daffodil Delight, dark and light. We used some cherry cobbler, we used some old olive, and it's so pretty. So we went ahead and cut that out. We also cut out our pumpkin that we showed you how to use your blends to color, and we cut out some leaves. We absolutely love this stamp set. And look at this. This is the message that we're going to put on the back panel. Now, this is such an easy card to make. You can see this bridge card. We've really taken it up a step by making it just a little more unique and adding a slider to it. Well, right here is where your pumpkin's going to go. And you need to make sure that wherever you put it, it's enough room so that you can see your message, right? So we're going to go ahead and just put on our flowers first. Now we're just going to glue those down right over the top of our pumpkin. So we're just going to put a little bit of adhesive right there and just line that up. Now look at how pretty that is. Oh, so pretty. We can go ahead and we can lay this down right in the back. Now I can see that we need to cut it off just a little bit. So we're just going to cut this off just a little bit on both sides and see if that's going to be enough. Okay, we still need a little bit. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just make a V on both sides. And that will be enough. So you just cut in the middle, and then you cut from the side to the middle. And that creates a banner effect without having a banner punch. Quite lovely. So let's go ahead and get our glue. And let's go ahead and center that. And just glue it right there. Look at how pretty that is. So pretty. And now let me show you how you add this pumpkin to this slider card to make sure that it slides. So we're going to take our dimensionals and we're going to double them up. So we know that it can't be any closer than that. So let's go ahead and put 2 dimensionals. We're going to take the backing off. And we're going to add another dimensional just to give it some additional height. Okay, and we're going to take our backing off. And we're going to see exactly where we put our pumpkin. If we put it there and we slide it, it's perfect. So let's go ahead and push down. And look at that. How cute is that? So unique, so easy to make this card. Now we did cut out some leaves. And I'm not sure exactly. I think maybe I'll just put them right here just to add some more color to this side. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's just put a little bit of glue right here on the front, making sure that you don't get any glue on the slider mechanism. Just a little bit. And we'll add that there. Add this on top. And now we are ready. Let's take a moment and look at these cards. Look at this one. You slide it from all of us to someone who makes others happy, wishing you the loveliest day. And you saw how quickly you can make this. Now, you could add some little gems here if you wanted to, but I think we don't need to. And then I showed you earlier this beautiful apple card. Now, make sure when you leave your comments that think about which card you would like, because that's going to be our gratitude gift. And look at this adorable little card using the hippos. I mean, this is so cute. Great for a grandkid or your children. Thinking of you, I think you're wonderful. How cute is that? Well, crafters, we certainly hope that you like this unique, easy bridge card that we made into a slider bridge card. Remember, check below the video. We have the PDF tutorial there for you. It's completely free. We appreciate you. Go out and make it a great day. Our next live will be September 1st. We hope you can join Maudie and I for September 1st, our YouTube live. Go out, make it a great day, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.